So today also we are going to discuss about import sets, guys. Okay. Whenever we load the data into ServiceNow, import set will be created. For every data load, there will be an import set created, guys. Okay. So first of all, what happens when we load the data into ServiceNow? Firstly, it will be stored into the temporary tables. Firstly, it will be stored into the temporary table. So how can you figure out that is a temporary table or not? How can you figure out that is a temporary table or not? Hmm? Tell me. If a table is extending imports at row table, if a table is extending imports at row table, we call it as temporary table. Okay. First of all, whenever you load the data will be stored first into the temporary table. Then the transform map will run. This transform map will actually transform the data from temporary table to target table. Why don't we directly import the data into target tables? If you directly import the data into target tables, data will be corrupted. Data will be corrupted. Okay. So that is why we don't allow, ServiceNow don't allow importing the data directly into target tables. You must go through the temporary table, then you have to run the transform map, and you have to transform the data into target table. Okay. So yesterday we created a temporary table. In the temporary table, we stored the data. So whenever we loaded the data, first it has created an import set, then it has stored the data into the temporary table. Then we created a transform map. First time. Second time, we did not create a second transform map. We did run the transform map. So once we run the transform map, the data is transformed to the target table. Okay. Well, let me just quickly navigate to the. Okay. Let me go to tables. Okay. This is the temporary table. This is the temporary table. This is the. Okay. Okay. Whenever we load the data, first what will happen? The data will be stored into this temporary table, and transform map will run, and transform map will transform the data into target table. Okay. So that is what we discussed in our last session. Till this point, everybody is clear, right? Hmm? Everyone. Okay. Now what am I doing is, let me just go to the transform map that we created. This is the transform map. First of all, data will be loaded into this table. This transform map will run. This will transform the data. Transform map will transform the data from temporary table to this particular target table. Finally, it will come here. When we are transforming the data, from source table to target table, okay, here, from the source, if the record is already exist in ServiceNow, from the source, whatever the number is coming, from the source, whatever the problem number is coming, okay, from the source, whatever the number is coming, okay, if that number is already there in the ServiceNow target table, if this number is already there in the ServiceNow target table, this record should be updated, should not be created again. So that means there should not be any duplicate records. There should not be any duplicate records. In that case, what we have done is, in the transform map, we have made number as coalesce field. Okay. So as we have made number as coalesce field, when the problem number is coming from source to target, first of all, it will check if the number is already there in the ServiceNow or not. If the number is already there in ServiceNow, the record will be updated. If the number is not there in ServiceNow, record will be created, so that it will not create the duplicate records, right? Do you remember? Do you understand that? What is coalesce and all? Everybody is clear or not? Is everybody clear about coalesce? Yes. Okay. Now, when it comes to the coalesce, can we apply multiple fields as coalesce? That means, yes, we can apply multiple fields as coalesce. If you apply multiple fields as coalesce, all the fields value should be matched to update the record. If any one field value is not matching, let us say number is matching, these two fields are not matching, it will create another record. If all the fields are matching, if all the three fields are matching, only then it will update the record. So you can apply coalesce on multiple fields as well. If you apply coalesce on multiple fields, what exactly will happen is that to update the record, all these three fields should match. All these three field values should match. One of the field is matching, the other fields are not matching, means it will create a new record. Okay. Now what am I doing is, I am making number and short description both as coalesce. I am making number and short description both as coalesce. Okay. So you make number as coalesce, number and short description both means number and short description both should match to update the record. If the number is matching and the short description is not matching, means it will actually create a new record. Getting my point? Do you understand, guys? queries, applying queries on multiple fields? Okay, let me just go to the problem. So here, mm, I'm loading this data into ServiceNow using load data. So in the transform map, now what am I doing is I'm doing auto map matching assist, auto map matching field, so that fixed nodes and cause nodes also will be mapped. Fixed nodes and cause nodes also will be mapped. Fixed nodes mapped, cause nodes also mapped. Okay. So now what am I doing is here I am running the transform map. When I run the transform map, what exactly will happen is that first of all, it will check number and short description both are matching or not. If the number is matching and short description is not matching, if the number is matching and short description is not matching, then it will create a duplicate record. Okay. What did we keep here? Coelis as number and chart description both, right? Number is matching and chart description is not matching. Then it will create a duplicate record. Getting my point? Let me load the data again. Yes, exact matching with these two columns data will be updated. Yeah. So I am loading the data. Import set will be created. Data will be loaded to the temporary table. I am running the transform map. When I am running the transform map, number and short description both should match to update the record. So here this number is matching. This short description will not match. So with this number, with this short description, is there any record? We'll see here in the problem table. This number and with the short description, is there any record? No record found. So if the number is matching, see number is with this number, the problem table with this number, there is no record. Okay, we'll take 1002. This record, 1002. So with this number, okay, there is a problem record. But with this number and with this short description, both, okay, is there any record here? With the same number and same short description, is there any record? No record. Then record will be created. If only number is matching, if only number is matching, short description is not matching, it will create a new record. Both should be matched. Because I have applied queries on two fields, right? Both, if both are matching, only then record will be updated. If one field is matching and the other field is not matching, it will create a new record. Okay. Getting my point. So I loaded the data, right? Let me run the transform map. Transform here. You'll see a transform history. So completed with errors. Inserts 21. Okay, we'll go to the import set and see what happened. These records are created. Duplicate records are created. 1002. Duplicate records are created. 1002. Why duplicate records are created? Short description is mismatching. Short description has not matched. You're getting my point. Number is matching and short description is not matching. That is why it has created a new record. If number and short description both are matching, it will update the record. Now what I do is I'll delete the records that are created before today. Created. Before today. I'm deleting all of these records. Okay. Now if I load this data, I'm just changing the cause nodes to some number. Okay. Now with this number and with this short description, there are records, right? There is one record, right? With this number, with this short description, let me just go here. 1002 router down 178. 1002 router down 178. So with the same short description, same number, there is already one record in service now, right? Is there a record in service now or not? You tell me. Then record has to be updated this time. I'm going to load the data now into service now. So run transform map. transform history. Now you can see here 24 hour errors. Why these errors occurred? Invalid state transaction. So it is not allowing you to move back. Invalid state transactions in the sense it is not allowing you to move back. Hmm. We'll do one thing. We'll change the state to root cause analysis. So 21 updates this time. Okay, 21 updates. So you go to the import set. So what has happened? It has updated the existing records. So number and short description both are matching. As the number and short description both are matching, it has updated the record. It did not create any duplicate records. Do you see any duplicate records created here? Do you see any duplicate records here created here? This one is duplicate. This one is duplicate. Okay. So now this time what has happened, guys? It has updated the records. Okay. So this time what has happened when we are actually importing the data, number and short description both has matched, then it has updated the record instead of creating a it has updated the record instead of creating a new record, because both short description and number both are matching. You guys are able to understand, right? This coil is purpose and all, everyone. So I would request to hear from everyone, guys. Okay. So we can apply queries on multiple full fields. If you apply queries on multiple fields, what will happen is that all fields should match to update a record. If only one field is matching, other fields are not matching, means a record will be created instead of updating the existing record. So remember this point. That is actually one important one. Okay. Okay. Now here in the Excel sheet, we have assignment group. We have assignment group here. This assignment group, I'm just keeping ABC group. ABC group. Is this ABC group is there in service now? Is this ABC group is there in ServiceNow, guys? This ABC group is not there in ServiceNow. Okay. When we load the data into ServiceNow, okay, if this ABC group is not there in ServiceNow groups, okay, let me just go to groups. Here, assignment group is referencing groups, right? Assignment group is referencing groups, right? We'll go to groups. So, do you have any ABC group here? There is no ABC group, but you are actually passing group name as ABC group. Okay. You are passing a group name here. You are passing a group name here that is not exist in ServiceNow groups. That is not exist in ServiceNow groups. What exactly should happen? Okay, what exactly should happen? So go to the assignment group. Go to the assignment group. Assignment group is a reference field in the problem table. Okay, assignment group is a reference field in the problem table. So here there is a field called choice action. There is a field called choice action. If you select create here, that ABC group will be created in the group table. If you select create here, choice action as create here, ABC group will be created into the group table. Okay, getting my point? If you select a choice action as ignore, if you select a choice action as ignore, only the field mapping will be ignored. ABC group will not be created into the group table. Only field mapping will be ignored. So first we will see the choice action create. Okay, first we will see the choice action create. Okay, if you select a choice action as create, what happens? If a group is coming from Excel sheet or source, if this group is not there in ServiceNow, as you have selected choice action as create, it will create a new group in the group table. Okay, I am going to load data now. Okay, now we'll go to the group table. We will see ABC group is created or not. ABC group is created or not. Hmm? Guys, tell me. So that is because you have selected choice action here as create. Okay. Well, here, if you have selected choice action, it will create a new group in the group table, because assignment group is referencing group table, right? That is why it will create a record in the group table. Okay. Now I'm just changing it to XYZ group. XYZ group. Okay. This XYZ group is also not there in service now, right? Is this XYZ group is there in service now? Do you see any XYZ group here? This group is not there in service now. So when you import the data, okay, if this group is not there in service now, you want to ignore the field mapping. If you want to ignore the field mapping, then you will select the choice action here as ignore. So ignore means field mapping alone will be ignored. Only field mapping will be ignored. Let me just only field mapping will be ignored. Okay. Now I just changed the cause notes. Okay, I just changed the cause notes. Okay. So now when I import this data, this XYZ group will not be created. Field mapping, assignment group field mapping will be ignored. Okay. Load data. Did I select choice action as ignore? Okay. I'm running the transform map. Okay. Go to the transform history. Okay. Go to the problem records. Do you see assignment group is updated as XYZ group or not? You tell me here. Is group updated as XYZ group? Okay, we'll see the cause notes. Cause notes are updated or not, we'll see. Mhm. So cause notes are updated. Cause notes are updated. Okay. Cause notes are updated, but assignment group is not updated. Assignment group is not updated just because field mapping is ignored. So instead of that, if I use ABC group, ABC group is already there in ServiceNow now. It is already there in ServiceNow, field mapping will happen. Errors. Why did this error occur? So there is a before business rule that is actually aborting the action. There is a before business rule. The before business rules also running here, guys. You see here. The before business rules also aborting the action. Abort changes on group. The problem table. What is written here? The assignment group and assigned to members. If the assigned to is not member of the assigned to, if the assigned to is not member of assignment group, it is actually showing assigned to user must be member of assignment group. This is the reason it is actually not allowing you to update the records. Okay. So in the ABC group, there is no user, right? Let me add in the ABC group, let me add one user here. Okay. Now you see here, ABC group is already there in service now. ABC group is already there in service now. Then group should be updated here as ABC group. This is updated or not? Okay. As XYZ group is not there in service now, as we have selected choice action as ignore, the field mapping is ignored. You understand my point? What happens when you select create here? If the group that we are actually sending from source is not there in ServiceNow groups, it will create a new group if you select a choice action as create. So if the group that is coming from source is not there in ServiceNow, okay, if you have selected choice action as ignore, field mapping will be ignored. Field, field mapping will be ignored. Okay. Now, what about rejector? Guys, when you select the rejector, okay, suppose in this record, you are passing some hello group. Okay. This hello group is not there in service now. This hello group is not there in service now. Okay. Let me just clean the cause notes here. Okay. Just change the cause notes here. Okay. This hello group is not there in service now. This hello group is not there in service now. So you are importing this data. This hello group is not there in service now. And you selected the choice action as reject here. If you have selected choice action as reject, as this value is not there in ServiceNow, as this hello group is not there in ServiceNow, total row transformation will be rejected. Total row transformation will be rejected. If you select ignore, only field mapping will be ignored. If you select reject, total row transformation will be rejected. Even this field will not be updated. Remember this point. So hello group is actually not there in ServiceNow. We are importing this data into ServiceNow. This hello group is not there in ServiceNow, right? As this is not there and you have selected choice action as reject, total row transformation will be rejected. Even this record will not be updated. Even this record will not be updated. Row transformation will be rejected means it can be update or it can be delete. So it can be insert or it can be update. It can be creation or it can be updation. Total row transformation will be rejected. So now these records are already there, right? These records are already there. Okay. So I just changed the cause nodes. I just changed the cause nodes. So what as per the coil is, record should be updated or not? As per the coil is, record should be updated or not, guys? Tell me. Everyone. As per the coil is, record should be updated because as this assignment group is not there in ServiceNow, as you have selected choice action as reject, total row transformation will be rejected. So update will not happen. I'm going to load the data now. So reference field value for task.assignment group rejected hello group. Okay. Reference field value for task.assignment group hello group rejected. So here total row transformation is rejected, guys. Total row transformation is rejected. It did not update the cause nodes. It did not update the cause nodes. That is just because this hello group is not there in ServiceNow. As this hello group is not there in ServiceNow, as you have selected choice action as rejected, total row transformation is rejected. It can be insert, it will be rejected. It can be update, it will be rejected. Okay. You guys are getting my point. Do you understand the difference between choice action create, choice action ignore, choice action reject? Okay. So if you have selected choice action here as create from the source, if hello group is coming, if this hello group is there in ServiceNow or not, it will check. If this group is not there, it will actually create a new group in ServiceNow tables, the ServiceNow group table. Okay. So if you have selected ignore here, so if you are actually sending hello group, if this hello group is not there in ServiceNow, only field mapping will be ignored. Row transformation will happen and field mapping will be ignored. If you have selected choice action as reject, okay, whatever the value that is coming, if that value is there in ServiceNow or not, it will check. If that value is not there in ServiceNow, the total row transformation will be rejected. Total row transformation will be rejected. Hope you are able to understand. Hmm? Okay. Now it's time to discuss about this reference field name. So this assignment group is a reference field or not? This assignment group is a reference field or not, guys? You tell me. Assignment group is a reference field, right? Which is referencing which table? Assignment group is referencing which table? It is referencing group table, guys. It is referencing group table. Okay. So in the group table, how many fields are there? In the group table, how many fields are there? So in the group table, group name there, group description, active, manager, parent, updated. We have group email as well. Group email field as well. Okay. So here, right? Suppose if you are passing group email address here. Suppose if you are passing group email address here. abc@gmail.com. So this is group email. Okay. This is a group email. So here instead of sending group email, instead of sending group name, you are passing group email here. So then what you will do is you will make the system understand that he is passing email. Email is actually a field in the group table. Email is actually a field in the group table. This field. Okay. So I am making system understand that. So in this field, he is passing group email addresses. So that is how I am actually reference value field name. You are getting my point? So suppose what happens, some people instead of sending the group names, they will send the group email addresses. So then what should we do? What should we do? We have to make the system understand that he is passing group email. Getting my point? Everyone, did you understand this one? Okay, so you are making system understand that he is passing group email. So likewise, system will understand that. Okay. Suppose you can also do one thing. You can also do one thing. You can use a source script. You can use a source script. Okay. You can write a glide record here. You can write a glide record here on the group table. This underscore user underscore group. Okay. Email. Whatever the email that is coming, you will get it using source object. There is an object called source object. You can see source. Source means source table field values, temporary table field values. Source dot u underscore assignment group. Okay. In the assignment group, you are passing email addresses, right? If the record exists if that email address in the group table, if the record exists, okay. So then what you will do? What you will do? You will use return gr dot get value name, group name you are passing here. Okay. Else the value is not there. In the email, if there is no record found, you are passing return as empty value. You are passing return as empty value. Okay. Getting my point? Or else you can do one thing. If the group is there, if the group is there, if the with the email, if a group is there, you will pass group name. Or else you can pass source dot u underscore assignment group. Okay. You can pass as empty. With this email address, if a group is there, send the group name. If not, what you can do, you can send some random group name. If that group name exists, as you are selecting choice action reject here. Hello group. Then what happens here? Whenever you are loading the data, this transform map will run. In the transform map, what you are doing is you are converting the group email address into group name. So using group email, you are querying the group table and you are getting the group name. So if that email exists, it will pass the group email. So group name. Okay. Else it will pass as hello group. If the hello group is not there in ServiceNow, row transformation will be rejected. You are getting my point? So what you are doing is you are converting email as group name using source script. You are getting my point or not, guys? Everyone. I am converting whatever the email that you are passing, this email, and I am converting it as group name by querying the group table. By querying the group table with the email field, I am getting the name. If the record exists, I will get the name. If the record doesn't exist, with that email, if the record doesn't exist, I am passing hello group. If this hello group is not there in ServiceNow, total row transformation will be rejected. You are getting my point? Source script. In the source script, you have source object. Source object means it will have access to source table field values. Source table is nothing but temporary table. So temporary table field values access it will hold. Okay. So the source object will hold temporary table field values. Okay. This source field will hold temporary table field values. Okay, so here from the temporary table, you are getting the email address. I am actually querying the group table with the email address. With that email address, if a record exists, I am taking the group name. If no record exists, I am passing as hello group. If the hello group is not there in ServiceNow, row transformation will be rejected. So what am I doing is you are getting the email and you are actually converting that email into name here, so that you don't need to mention any name here. So if you are not using source script, you have to use email here. That what happens, whatever the email that is coming into ServiceNow, if that email is there in ServiceNow group table, then it will consider as group exist. If the email is not there in group table, it will consider that as group not doesn't exist. Then total row transformation will be rejected. You understand? So this source script is used for conversions, guys. This source script is used for conversions. I'm able to convert email into group name, group email into group name. How am I able to convert a group email into group name? By querying the group table. Using glide record, I am able to query the group table. By querying the group table, I am able to convert the group email into group name. Okay, suppose here in the assign to, you are passing the, email address instead of name, person name. If you are passing email address, if you want to convert this email into, person name. Okay, if you want to convert this email into person name, what you will do, you will query the user table here. Instead of in the group table, you will query the user table. U underscore assign to. If the record exists, If this email address, if the record exists, so you will get the user name. Else it will keep some random name. Hello user. Okay. Getting my point. Here I am querying the user table, and if the email address, if the record exists, I am taking the person name here. So similarly, here you have state. State means how many states we have in problem. How many states we have in problem, guys? You tell me. New assess, root cause analysis, fix in progress, resolved, closed. So suppose here the in the Excel sheet they are passing RCA instead of root cause analysis. They are passing RCA. Okay. So client will tell you when he is giving the Excel sheet. Client will tell you RCA means root cause analysis. So if it is RCA in the Excel sheet, in the service now root cause analysis should be updated. Okay, in the service now, if it is in the Excel sheet, if it is RCA in service now, it should be updated as root cause analysis. Then what I will do? I'll use source script here. Okay, if source dot u underscore state is equal to RCA. Then what you will do is return. You will write a root cause analysis. Okay, so you are writing here. If the state is RCA, you will pass the value as root cause analysis. You are able to understand, guys, the field mapping and all. Okay. So Monday also we'll be discussing about this import sets concept, guys. Okay. So far it is clear, right? The concept is clear, right? So coalesce, applying multiple coalesce fields, and what is choice action, create, ignore, reject. What is this source script and all? Hmm?
Sir, one question, sir.
Yeah.
Here, written means how the system will understand the root cause analysis, which field. Here, source equal to source dot u underscore state. Okay. Here, we didn't define any target table field name, sir. How?
So this one you should not write here. Okay, this script you should write it in the state field.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Understood. Sir.
This one you should write it in the source field, the state field. Okay. So even for not only for reference field, so choice fields also. If unknown choice is coming, okay. So unknown choice means some random name is coming. Okay. So if the choice is not there in service now, if a new choice created means you will select create here. Okay. If unknown choice is coming, okay. If you want to ignore that field mapping, then you will use ignore. If you want to reject the row transformation, if the unknown choice is coming, okay. You guys are clear, right? Same as reference fields, choice fields also it will applicable. It is applicable. Getting my point? Okay. So here, when it is root cause analysis, RCA, it will identify it as root cause analysis. So apart from RCA, if any unknown choice is coming, row transformation will be rejected. Remember this point. You're clear or not? This choice action we did discuss for assignment group, right? Assignment group is a reference field. Reference fields also you can see choice actions. For choice fields also you can see choice actions. For choice fields also you can see choice actions. Okay. But you won't be able to see choice action for short description field. Do you see any choice action here? For short description, I mean, for short description, why is it showing? We don't require choice action for these things. That's a string type of field, right? Short description is a string type of field, right? So for this one, it is not showing any choice action here. So for this one also, it should not show the choice action. Coil is case sensitive. For related records, is there any choice action here? No choice action here. So if unknown choice is coming, if that unknown choice is not there in ServiceNow, so if you have selected choice action as create, new choice will be created. If unknown choice is coming from source, if that unknown choice is not there in ServiceNow, if you have selected choice action as ignore, field mapping will be ignored. If the unknown choice is coming and if that unknown choice is not there in ServiceNow and you selected choice action as reject, total row transformation will be rejected. Okay. So here RCA you are passing. So RCA, what you are doing? RCA means root cause analysis, that you know. What you are doing? You are converting that state as RCA to root cause analysis. So here it will check root cause analysis is there in ServiceNow or not. As it is root cause analysis there in ServiceNow, so the row transformation will happen. Suppose if the root cause analysis is not there in ServiceNow, total row transformation will be rejected. Okay. Getting my point? Everyone? I have unmuted you guys. You guys answer me. You are able to understand or not?
Yes, Uday.
Okay. Very good, guys. And we'll see you there in Monday session, guys. Okay.
Yeah, one small doubt today. Actually,
Yeah.
import sets we are using the Excel sheets only or another things also there.
Yeah, that is. Let me complete, Neil. There is so much to discuss in this topic. Okay. There are a lot of other sources as well, not only Excel sheet. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That we'll be discussing on Monday. Okay.
Uday, I have a
Oh,
doubt.
Yeah, Dikshit.
Yeah, for assignment group in Excel sheet, if you pass uh, group email address, and then in transform app, if you give choice action as create, then what will happen?
So if you are passing group email here, okay, you are passing group
Yes,
email here instead
group
of
doesn't
group name.
exist in service now.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And here in the Excel sheet, you are passing group email address here. Okay.
Yes.
In the assignment group field, in the assignment
I'm
group field,
giving choice action as create.
choice action as create. Okay. First, it will
Yes,
check.
I'm
You have to mention here as email. Okay.
okay. Okay.
Here you have to mention email here. So whatever the
Okay.
email that you are passing, that email is there in the group table. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever the email that you are passing from the Excel sheet, that group email is there in the
Mhm.
ServiceNow groups. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing will happen. Or else it will create a new group with the same email address.
Okay, like name and all, what it will take, Uday. Like we won't pass any name here, right? We are passing group email in Excel. We are giving email here and using create option.
I didn't understand.
Like we are using create option here. We are passing email in assignment group.
Hmm.
So this email is not present in ServiceNow.
Hmm.
So it will create new group, right?
Yes.
Then group name, what it will take
It will take empty.
empty group name, and email alone it will take whatever we
Yes.
passed.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Do practice, okay? And if you have any doubts, we'll connect up.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, and see you there in Monday session. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.